On the first day of school, I came back, put my bags aside like I always do, and went around knocking at doors to see who's going to play with me. But everybody was doing some work. So I had nothing to do. So I decided to just maybe go through my stuff and prepare for tomorrow. And I started doing that daily. And when the exams came, I really did well. I excelled. There were, I think, 2 or 3 prizes on offer. And after the final exams, I won all three. I didn't aim to win all three, but I happened to have won all three. And so I said, wow, this is interesting. So then I looked at the fourth year and there were like 7 prizes or something like that for many, many subjects. So I said, how cool would it be if I won all, right? Because I already have a perfect score. So I said, maybe I should try for that. So I planned for it. And yeah, I took it like a war. Because if you want to win all the prizes, you can leave nothing to chance, right? So I needed to make sure I was at least 10 marks ahead of number two. But that's very, very tough. You must be super good. So I planned how I was going to do it. And this may be interesting to you. I realized that when you are at an exam, your mind is not the sharpest. And sometimes you have some memory lapses. I couldn't afford that. So I said to myself, how can I remember all the essay answers perfectly, leaving nothing out? Because I have to be perfect, right? So I said, well, actually, I remember a lot of songs by heart, and I never forget them, even in an exam, right? So I said, how can I remember it like a song? How can I remember a particular answer like a song? The only way is to practice and to do it daily or often. So I wrote all the perfect answers in point form because you can fill in the English language. You just need the points to make sure that you don't miss anything. So every morning after I prepared all, I would memorize them. And then every day I would write the answers every day for many, many months. So by the time the exam came, I knew these points like the back of my hand, like a song. So I would then spare a lot of time to do the analytical parts. So now I'm sometimes careless and sometimes you make a mistake and you don't know you made a mistake and you get an answer and you feel good about it. How do you know the answer is right? So I knew I had a lot of time to spare. So why do I finish in half the time and then go home? I have to use the time well. So I decided to find ways to check my answers by either back calculating from the answer to the question. Sometimes you can do that, and sometimes you can't. And if you can't, I figured out ways to arrive at the answer through another means. So completely different way. And if I arrive at the same answer, then I know I'm correct. So I can check my numerical answers too. So that's what I did. And I was so nervous because I was so prepared. And on the first day of the first exam, I looked at the paper and I knew everything by heart. I could finish it in like 1/3 of the time. I got so excited and I started to shiver and I couldn't keep my hand straight. I couldn't write. So I said, oh, calm down, calm down. I held my hand and then they were okay. I started and I finished it in like 1.5 hours. And in 2 hours, I checked all my answers and I knew I would be like 100 or 98 or something close. And then I had nothing to do because I was so quick. I still stayed till the end. I just checked and checked and checked and I never left because I didn't want to waste any spare time. So I felt very good after the exams. And then I came home because I had to finish my national service. So I came home and when the results came out, a friend of mine wrote to me and said, we went to check the board. There's only one name. So I did it. I was very, very happy because I worked for like a year for that.